Hello, hello. Feels funny doing it on a Wednesday. Okay, so today we are going to get creative. I've got some stuff I've been playing all morning. I've had a whale of a time. Then I did my dog walk and I've come back and I'm ready to get creative again. So, who have we got joining us? Hope the phone shows me. I know I've got some people there, but nothing's showing. I think it's Facebook. It does weird things, you know. Okay, we've got a few more coming on. Brilliant. Ah, there we go. Good afternoon, Leslie. So we've had a big delivery in this morning. Yes, we've sorted that. I'll try not to show you because it's just like stacks of ugly boxes everywhere. Hi, Kim. I'm gonna flip the camera and just show you. Oh, look at these. After I've done the demo, in a minute using it's the plywood journal that you get free. These packets here, these are the collections, and inside there you get this album here, and it's free. We've not got many full collections left now. We've got right down. Got plenty of individual items, but the collections are going down. We've got like that many. And that many. That's about 10. Yes, not many at all. I think Paul has added these to the website. So we've got some new paper flowers from Studio Light, all different colours, but of course they're made from like a paper, so you can ink and colour them yourselves as well, and they all layer up, so real handy to have in your stash, just extra embellishments. These have been going down well. It's particularly this particle stamp, yeah, and some nice new stencils too. So they are the new items. This little area here, this is like all the samples I've got for Sweet Bee Memories. So when the customers come in, they can have a little nose, they can take pictures, they can pull out an album and have a look through there. And then we've also got a little bit of inspiration on the counter as well. So who have we got? We've got some more coming through. As always, if you've got any questions, shout out. Paul will pop on and keep an eye when I'm doing my demo. But yeah, we've just been going through and stocking up on everything, making sure we've got no spaces or gaps. That's like the really interesting wall, and it's got Paul's head. He shouldn't be bending down really, but you know men. All the inks and the glues and adhesives, and the brushes and tools, all of that. And then into all your coloured cards and papers with your card and envelope packs as well. And then I'm just going to pull this way. This is the wall that is just packed. Packed to the rafters with loads and loads. So I'm going to pull you round. I've purposely missed out the back because it's just piles and piles of boxes stacked up. Right, let's see if we can clip you in here without knocking myself off. Right, that's in. Okay. I'm going to flip the camera now so we can see what we're doing. I know you're seeing Paul again. Got to get it right. What, seeing you? Yeah. Yes, he's fine, Kim. Right. Okay. So, let's just get that. Ah, that's good. Gets rid of that little bit there. Okay, let's get rid of that off of there. So, this is the album. And I've covered this with some of the papers from the A4 pad, because there are some in here that are a little bit plainer on the reverse, there you go. I used this plainer one and then built my own design on the front with some stamps and some of them fabulous plywood elements. These, I mean, look, mine are quite well used, but really effective for just painting your inks on. And then I'd already done this page, so using the echinaceas, the bees, pattern paper on this side, which went in really well with the colours of the inks that I chose. I'm just going to lower you a little bit, and I'm just keeping my eye. You can watch for once as you're not working. That is brilliant. Will the Diary of Dreams collection be coming on the website? It absolutely will. I'm just poised there because I'm looking at Paul, because is that what's coming in tomorrow?
That's one of the many deliveries.
Yeah, we've got another delivery coming in tomorrow, and I'm certain Diary of Dreams is on there. It's a cute little collection. I think you're going to love it. Okay, so that was my first page, and then I've gone same sort of theme, but I've used some of the elements from the die cut pad, which is this one. I must say, I find this really, really handy and useful to have, because not just for when you're in a hurry, because everything just pops out, but you can add your ink to it as well. They just make for lovely, lovely, that was a thick accent, wasn't it? Great ephemera, and yeah, just adds to your cards fabulously. So this morning I started off and I've done the left hand side because I wanted to kind of get a feel for how I was going, but I didn't want to do a foldable page and then just repeat it. So I've got a starting point, and now I can finish that through and swoosh it onto this page. So I've taken out a piece of card, and I'm gonna, oh, in fact, let's just bring this back in so that you can see. So we've got a stenciling in the background, and I'm going to do the same techniques here on this side. We've got lots of the stamps from the Grungy Bits stamp set. We've got that beautiful bee, but look how layered up he is. I've got I've got 3 layers on there. Elements from the die cut pad. We've got plywood on there. We've got stamps on there, and then we have got the die cut floral bits, but the die set. So there's floral bits in dies and stamps, and there's grungy bits in dies and stamps, and they're really popular, those. Right, so on this side what I wanted to use was the tag floral, and I've just got the piece of acetate so that I can, it kind of helps me where I'm going to place things. So bearing that in mind, I'm just going to have it quite central, I think. But I want to put some detail in the background first. So I've got my little stencil. And for the colours for this, I've actually gone on to some oxides for this one. And I've chosen Walnut Stain. And I'm just going to slide this across. Like so. And we'll give that a little bit of a spritz. Again, oh, I'm just going to have a bit of a drink. I'd like to say I went and took Blue for a walk, but he absolutely took me for a walk. I even done some running. Not a pretty sight, believe me. Right then, so I think I'm going to go across the way on this. I'm just going to drop that down. Now, I did put quite a lot of water on, so most of it should print, but some bits I might get like lines, which like this effect, which is just perfect. Now, there still is some ink on there, so I could just pop a little bit on there as well. And then I'll just pop that to the side. Probably the cleanest the stencil has been. other than when it was brand new. And then I'm just going to roll over that because the ink was quite neat. Okay. Now, I don't know if any of you remember or have got this or have thought about it and thought, oh, I don't know. In my Nature's Dream collection, which was the first one I did, there was a set of 6 washi tapes. They work really well with the Sweet Bee collection, and I'm just going to take this one out. What I will say is we're down to the last, I think there's about 10 or 11 left, but they're half price. £3.50 for 6 rolls of washi tape, which is a fantastic deal. And I'm just gonna get the end of there. I feel like I just want a bit here, but I want it to, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go right across there, like so. In fact, I'm going to not go right the way to the end, but I am on this side. Now, I might and ah a little bit because obviously it's not planned. I've got some inspiration from the other page, but I just want to do a few different bits. So now I'm just going to add in a little bit of tea dye. Around here. How are we doing? Hi, Wendy. Absolutely, Jenny. Griddage is definitely making an appearance. Griddage and the ABC. It wouldn't be my card or project without Griddage on. Yes. Oh, I see. Asking about the grunge. Yeah. Okay, so just warming that up. I like tea dye as a colour. It's not one that I've used very much, but when I got it out, I thought, oh, I quite like that. Okay, so I'm just going to deepen that a little bit more. And then I'm going to bring in my griddage. I'm going to do that with tea dye. And just pop griddage. Eh? Is it? He'll be back next week. Okay. Eh? It will be. Yeah, if any of you haven't got griddage, we will have some next week. Right. In the Sweet Bee then, in the grungy bits, I'm going to grab my script and I'm going to use that. I'm going to stamp that up in black. Now, we've actually, I quite often, well, we all do it, use VersaFine. For some reason, they're just out of stock everywhere. But Studio Light have a permanent ink pad, and it's waterproof. So it does exactly this what a VersaFine pad does, but it's like half the price. It's a fabulous pad. So if you're needing one, it's a good one to have. I'm just going to start and add in some script. And I'm going to have that one up there. Get off. Thank you. And then this one. What's it called, Hazel? Tell them what it's called. Honeycomb. That's the word I was thinking of. I'm going to pop some honeycomb down there. And across there. So just building up this background using them stamps. Got our splat and our coffee rings. on there because I just fancy it. Now, it's important when you're doing like a double page, just think, always glance down the side to see what you've got there so that it matches. I obviously didn't glance, but I'll get away with it. I'm going to have something at the top there. Like so. And then I'm going to use the little splat in the tea dye kind of around there. Now there's one more stamp that I haven't got on there yet, and that's my ABC. I might just pop a little bit of that on. That's it. And then I'm going to step away. Okay, right. Put that up there with my griddage. Okay, so I've got some, like a pile of bits. So I know that I want to kind of do that. So for that, this is the best tag. So this is called the Tag Floral, but it fits perfectly. You can stamp that just inside that die cut area perfectly. Or you could just stamp it onto a plain tag like so and have a bigger equal border. So that's the card blank, but I could just cut that down and just have it on that bit. But I quite like the lacy effect on there. So I'm going to move this off to the side and I'm going to concentrate on here. Now then, I need a platform. Get a platform. Okay. Pop that in there. And where have I put it? There it is. Just pop that in place. I'm just gonna, I can't put my head over it. I think that's about right. Now, I'm sure I've said this on another live, but because it's open, filled in, just pull it back and let the air bubble out, because otherwise when you ink up, you'll get ink here, and when you press down, it will transfer onto your cardstock. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Love that detail. Now what I want to do, I want this outside edge to be walnut stain. So I think what I might do, let's see what it does if I just blend it. That's perfect. So I was pondering, because I was thinking, am I going to paint it? But I think the blend is going to work fine. And the reason I want that lattice dark is just so it stands off the page, because I think it's quite plain in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to bring my page in and just have a little look. Yeah, so that really did need to be. Just wondering if I want that down. It's going to sit right on that washi. Okay, that's fine. Right, did I bring a water brush? Might keep them that colour. See, I told you I'd potter, didn't I? Right, now, on the die cut florals, I'm going to bring this in. I know that there's no dies on there because I've got them all off here. But this one is this die here. Now what I've done, I've used a really thick card, and I ran it through a manual die cutting machine. I think it was just like my Big Shot, just once, because I didn't want all of the bits to fall out, okay? And then I've done it in craft, but I've done it so that the bits fall out. So I've got that nice cream back in, but then I've got the nice lacy overlay. So that is from that die there. So I've got myself some of those cut. I've also cut a selection of different echinaceas in craft and cream. And then we've got these fabulous little coffee rings, and you've got a splat there as well. So I've kind of cut a selection of where I think I might go with it. But yeah, I've got choices, let's say that. Right. So by having that, when I place this on here, then I can start and build. Where is that other one? So with the echinaceas, I want one that's attached. Here we go. To get this piece here, it's that, but I've just popped the head off, and I'm going to use this as a stem for this flower. But I've got to get it in the right place for it to, yeah, that's good. And I did do like a few because I didn't know where I was going with it, but I needed to have options. I don't have to have stems on them, but I've got quite a collection. And then I've got two the same here. I've got a cream, which is the Media Artist. And I thought what I'd do with this one is offset it so that it will mix in really quite nice. Am I in shot? Not a very good position, am I? Should I bring that down a bit? There we go. Let's get that right. I feel like that would stand off quite nicely. I did, from the floral bits, I've stamped one of the echinacea heads and cut that out. And I could have that in my little arrangement somewhere along the lines. I've got some of the coffee rings, and then I need to go through here and grab some little taggy bits and bits of something or other. Like here, maybe this piece. I quite like this nice ticket strip. That might look quite cool. So I'm going to take that out. Maybe this piece as well. And then, I mean, there's so many botanicals. Like this piece I've already used on the other side. But there was two smaller ones which I've pulled out. Let's just pull one of those out because I might tuck that behind. That might be quite cool. I've used that on the other pages. Yeah, and I've got some botanical ones pulled out, but I might just stick with the die cuts on this one. Okay, so for my ticket strip. Yeah, I feel like I want to run that across the bottom. It's going to go over that, but maybe I'll just overlap it a little bit. That's cool. And then I feel like this. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I can't believe I'm committing to sticking these flowers already. Did I do it on there or there? Probably there. Yeah, go on then. Go on then. And then this one, like so. And then I'm going to just give this a soft... Sorry if it sounds like I'm talking funny. I've got the... I should take it out, shouldn't I? There you go. I've got the needle in my teeth. Okay, so just offset those slightly. There we go. Just to the side. Yep, now where was that one? Let's see, would that fit? Maybe that needs to go onto that side. Yep, okay. Yep, that's coming together. I'm quite happy with that, so I'm just going to commit to this stick. Now, purposefully, I want that to be under there. And what I am going to do is I'm just going to pop a little bit of tea dye over there. And some walnut stain. I'll do that around there. Just a hint of a tint. You see, I'm terrible because I want that way, but that's going to... Okay, that'll be my OCD. Not sure on another one of them. Let's have a look. My coffee rings. So, in the Floral Bits stamp set, I'm finding it. I know I've got it somewhere. There it is. It's got the bumblebees. Now, I've used the large bumblebee on this side, so I want to bring in these other two sizes on this side of the page. And we've been doing cards through workshops, so I've got lots of stamps on blocks. I feel like I want this one. And where's my little bee? And I've got that one. Okay. I might have two in there. Yeah, I will. Oh, look, that's got ink on it. Let's see if I can get this exactly where I had it. Just about there. And then what I'm also going to do is stamp these onto a little bit of cream card, just so that I can get a bit of fluttering on them. So have I got any? Just move that to the side a minute. One of them. Yeah, it would look nice in a frame. It's funny, but because it's in a journal, it's almost the same. You can dib through it when you like. But I've started to collect frames in my craft room now, and I've decided that pieces that I do, I'm just going to frame them, make frames for them, and fill the wall up with them. I've got about 3 up there at the minute. Obviously I've done hundreds in the past, but it's, I know what you're all thinking. What is she doing? She's actually going to cut out in front of us. But it's only something small, so we'll be fine. Going to cut the legs off because I've got the detail in the background already. So just whiz around there. It just makes it a lot easier. But when I did the big bee, I stamped it down 3 times and I did go round all of the legs first on the first layer. Then I just did the wings and the body. And then for the top layer, I just did the body. But you can stamp him stamping on vellum and acetate as well. So that's one. And then a smaller one. Obviously, if I was stamping a flower out, it would take me a little bit longer. That's why I already cut that one out. Right. Ta-da. Right, that's that done. Now, before I can bring that album in, let's clean that off. Okay. Have a little look. So they're going to go on there. Going to go on there. That's cool. And I think what I might do is just flash a little bit of colour, not being too careful. Got a little frog onto these flowers. It's quite funny actually, because this side, this page looks really quite grungy, whereas the other ones have been quite bright. So it's amazing how many different looks that you can get. And I'm not going to pull a green in. I'm going to use the walnut stain. Because I wanted to keep it more sepia tones. Okay. Right. So for my bumbles, I will pop a little bit in there. Okay. I do quite like that behind there, so I'm going to commit to the stick. Don't know what's come over me. And it's strange because if I was at home, I would absolutely have done these pages together, like have them side by side. But because I've only got a small mat and this one's already in the album, it's good practice anyway. Right, let's stick this in. And I'm going to put the glue in just in case I want to poke any other bits behind there. Just going to look at some other things because I made 3 of these flowers. I thought I might be using more. I might. I don't want to overcook it, but I want it to look that like it was always part of the... Okay, so I'm going to keep looking. Loving this. Oh, thanks. Sorry, I'm multitasking now. Having a little look. Excuse me, mister. You're not too ill, you know.
What did you say this morning?
What?
Can't be dealing with this nurse lark.
I know. I was like, I'm bored now. I know what I need to do. It's just hit me. I do need to stick that on. And I do need to stick that on. But I want to go around the edge. What did I do that in? Must have been this. Yeah. Pull that in. Just that tiny little bit of ink around the outside does make all of the difference. Okay, so now, sorry for keep bringing this in, but I need it to be right. I think I lost a bumblebee. Hey, it flew off. Oh, it's very witty today. Very witty. that's that one. Bumblebee. Yes. Yes. Pop those in. Bit of movement in that one. And then this one. And then I'll go into my little sticker pad and see if there's a little quote that I can stick on there. No, that's too big. That's too big, Hazel. Ah, I want this. Yes, I do. So this is from the element pad. Just on the edge there. And then hopefully I've got... I'm going to go in here. So I've got the bee's knees, Be Free. Sticking to the bee theme, and I'm sticking to black. Let's pull it out so I can put it underneath so you can see. The bee's knees, Be Free. This one, absolutely. Get the tweezers. Be Loved, and I want that just up there. Like so. The bee's knees, Be Free, Be Loved. Be Beautiful. Have we got that one? I think Strong Like a Bee is good as well. Very inspirational. And I'm going to have that one just on and off up there. Is it straight? Yes. Have I stuck that on yet? Let's have that on there then. And then I was going to put a coffee ring just floating up there. I've got to find me... There he is. Pop my little bee on. And then I would like some tea dye. With a little bit of water. A few little splats in there. That's fine. Okay. There's my pin. And then I've got to... Right, oh, I know what I can do now. So, in the chipboard elements, there's lots of different pieces in there. I'm just going to grab one of these little hearts out. Now, they are attached in by like, I want to start a journal page now. On it, they are fun, and I'm really pleased that I'm inspiring you to want to, stop that. You just get your knife blade, and then you go down here, and you just pop through, and then this will just pop out. I haven't got it, have I? Come on, there you go. There you go. And then you've got the beautiful little heart. I'm going to pop that one on there because I think that's gorgeous. And then I saw, did I forget any more of them little splats? Yeah. Let's have this little splat. So just have a little look around. I think it's there. Find the bit, pop down, and pop that out. And then just gonna pop. Excuse me, could you not make so much noise? I can hear you. He's setting up for tomorrow's workshop. Right, so we've got our little heart on there. And our little splat. Is going to go down here as well. Just off that corner. Now, because, oh, am I in shot again? The plywood, you can just paint on top of them. If I get my water brush, I can just add a little bit of the tea dye on the top, and it would just soak into the top layer of wood. So now it's the same sort of, and if you see anything you think, oh, do you know what, we should have done that darker, just go over, and I can see what I haven't done. I haven't done the centres of them. That's why it wasn't standing out. So now I'm going to grab my journal. I'm just going to clean that bit of ink off because I don't want to get in a mess. Put my needle in there. And then bring this in. And do them jump rings. And pop him inside. And then there you've got, I'm going to stand up so I can get a good view. I'm actually going to look at it through the camera. I love that. That matches really well. I mean, what I could have done, because that flower doesn't match them two now, it's niggling me. So I am just going to pop this little bit of plywood off really carefully. Just like that. Look at me destroying it. I'm not destroying it. I'm just going to pull that off. And I want it to match. So I'm going to put this one on. I'm just never happy. And these are directly, oh, I haven't stuck that down. Directly, there is another design on the back of these. So it's really good cardstock in there. Let's get this backing off. And that bit of chipboard that I've stuck over there, I can put back on. Or I could leave it off. That's it. I better put it on. I better put it on because I obviously liked it there. There we go. Now, obviously, if you're going to put lots of depth and plywood and things, that needs a little bit of time to bond. You might need to swap out your jump rings. This piece here needs just a little bit of foam pad behind it because I stuck the stem down. Just going to go a bit skinnier on there. So I'm just going to pop that in so that is definitely attached. Is that stuck in? That's it. And the only other thing I've got to stick is this little coffee ring. In fact, I might overlap. I might have a duo up there. And then I'm going to step away. I do love making journal pages, but if some of you think, well, I don't do journaling, that's absolutely a card. That's absolutely a card. You can take a portion of it. That could be on a tag and be a card. That could be on a tag and be on a card. So it's all of the same process, but it's just like you haven't got to give it away. You can get to keep it because it's in your journal. There we go. That's it. I'm done. I quite love that. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm just flipping back on some of the comments. That's okay, Donna. You are very welcome. Love the colours. Yeah, they are beautiful. So, if some of you haven't got the collection yet and you fancy it and you fancy getting one of these albums, we are low. Hang on. There we go. We're down to the last, I'd say about 10. And once they're gone, we can't then, we might still be able to do the same price, but we can't, we're out of albums. We're out of albums. So, yeah. I will be back. What's happening now? So tomorrow, Hobby Maker 5 and 8. Yes, we will be getting the grunge collection, but it is held up in shipment. So when it comes, we've already pre-ordered it. We'll get it. And then the Diary of Dreams, I think, is in tomorrow, but it won't get listed until Friday, because Paul's coming along with me for the journey. And I will be back doing a live from my craft room on Saturday at 4 o'clock. And this video will get saved over to my YouTube channel, and also it will stay on this Facebook page for 30 days. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.